Welcome to Scare Talk, a horror movie podcast for horror film reviews, ratings, rankings, and rumors. Now for your hosts, Danny, Joel, and Katrina.
Ooh, yeah, this is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with the killer, Katrina.
That's me.
And we've got Junkyard Joel.
Hey guys, what's up?
Right.
Junkyard
Hey,
Joel.
So Killer Katrina goes with it. Junkyard Joel, your J. It's kind of hard. It's a little challenging to connect to some movies. So today we're going to talk about a 90s slasher whodunit classic from 1998, Urban Legend.
Yes.
So, Joel, tell us about this one.
All right. So this one stars Jared Leto. He was in Lord of War, Requiem for a Dream, American Psycho, and he won an award, Academy Award for Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah, he was. This one also. Yeah, he was a Joker.
I think
yeah.
he's the
done
lead
a lot,
singer
so.
for
30 Seconds to
30
Mars.
Seconds
Yep.
to Mars. Yep.
Yeah. So he's done quite a bit.
He's a big guy.
I think that band's won some awards too, some like Grammys and stuff. And then we got Alicia Witt. She was Natalie. She's our main female character. She was in 88 Minutes, Vanilla Sky, which is I know one of your favorite Tom Cruise movies.
Mm-hmm.
The Exorcist, 6 episodes, a TV show that was out for a couple seasons. And going back to like her first role, Mr. Holland's Opus, which I actually really like that movie. Inspirational movie. And then we got Rebecca Gayheart. She's Brenda. And she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Santa Slay, which that cheesy Santa movie. Yeah, Goldberg as Santa. And From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter.
Oh,
as well as it's in pre-production right now. We got Urban Legend, and when she's returning as her original character. So don't know what that means. If it's a reboot or another requel or whatever, or another sequel.
Well,
I mean, it's
a pretty old movie.
Yeah, it's a 25-year-old movie, but still, like we'll get there.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
I remember now. It's like the very last scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
This was written by Silvio Horta. He wrote 85 episodes of Ugly Betty, which I think is like the entire run of that show. 7 episodes of Jake 2.0, which I have no idea about that one.
Okay.
4 episodes of The Chronicle, and he did pass away in 2020. I put that on here. So he's recently deceased. And this was directed by Jamie Blanks, who directed Valentine, which kind of makes sense with like the style of this one. Storm Warning and Nature's Grave. So,
all right.
So 2 movies that I've heard of, and then the other ones are just like nature, like documentaries, it seems like.
All right. So this one's about a college student suspects a series of bizarre deaths are connected to certain urban legends.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So this one... Oh, sorry. Now we're going to get into the critics and the scores here.
Okay. So Rotten Tomatoes gave this one a 25% on the tomato
Jeez.
meter.
All right.
Yeah.
It's very low.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very rotten. And the audience score is a 37%.
Dang.
Not
That's
much
really
higher.
low too.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like this is at least for horror fans, I feel like this one's a pretty well liked movie.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I
Mhm.
thought. Yeah. Especially in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this
Absolutely.
was a very liked movie.
Yeah. It's one of those like it's one that brought back the slasher genre with Scream, and I Know You Did Last Summer, and the
Yeah.
Faculty, where it was in that like the whole group of
That
movies
few year
that
period. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
This, I mean, it may be liked, but maybe not as liked as some of those other ones that I mentioned. But I don't know.
Yeah. So I think it's liked within the teen. It was like a teen movie. Like us teens liked it back in the 90s.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
And so maybe as adults, like, because I don't think teens are going on and rating Rotten Tomatoes, you know?
Yeah.
And so maybe like the people doing the rating, they didn't really see the fun of it as a teen.
Yeah.
And so yeah. IMDb gave it a 5.6. So
Okay.
per your guys' discussion
Yeah.
previously in previous episodes, 5.6 isn't too bad for a horror movie. But you know, for a horror kind of, I don't know, I almost would say it's like a classic, but maybe that's just because I was a teen in the 90s. So
Yeah. I would say it's a classic for the 90s.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our dog
Our
got
dog's
a,
playing ball with himself.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Squeaky ball. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so as we were mentioning, this one came out a couple of years after Scream. I Know You Did Last Summer. In my opinion, besides Scream, this is the best of that period of time and that genre.
Okay.
Where it's the, who did it, who's the killer, the masked killer, really just a hood that this one is wearing.
Yeah.
But I always liked it more than I Know You Did Last Summer. Faculty, I would say it's probably on par with the Faculty for me. What I think what I think puts this one like above some of the others is the kills. I think the kills in this are pretty good, pretty creative. I like that there's like a theme to the kills, the whole urban legend stuff. And I really like all the cameos too. For this one. And the intro. The beginning. Me and Joel did an episode years ago of the top or our favorite intros.
Oh yeah.
And I believe one of us had this on there. I think it might have been
you. It was probably. I think it was probably you. I do like the intro to this one too. But yeah, you get one of your cameos in this intro as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I love their use of music in this movie.
Yeah,
because like going off of that opening scene, and I think it's the opening scene, right? And she's like, "Turn around," like in this song, I think it's very clever with how they use the music when so I love that one of the guys in the group is Pacey from Dawson's Creek. And so when he gets in the car, the song that's playing is the Dawson's Creek song. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, turn this off." It's like, that's like my favorite scene of the movie. It's like, yes,
Dawson's Creek was still going on when this movie came out too, I think.
Absolutely. And Pacey was not a liked character at first because he was kind of moving in on uh-oh.
What?
I don't remember the main guy's name.
I don't know this show like at all. So,
but yeah, he Dawson, duh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his
Moving in on Dawson's girl and
Oh, okay.
Katie Holmes. And,
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, this movie definitely, it has the cameos, which are fun. It has stuff like that, which is fun. So that also adds to the fun of the movie. It's a very serious movie, but it does have those little moments and the cameos where if it's like if you know who these characters are or these actors are, then that's kind of fun for you as a horror fan. And then if you pick up on the Dawson's Creek thing, and so there's a little bit extra for some people to have a little more fun with the movie.
And like I didn't know, so for me, the pop rock scene, where they have,
oh yeah,
she's supposed to drink the soda after having the pop rocks, and it's like, no way. I didn't know that. Like Danny was like, I didn't know that was a thing until this movie, but I remember in the 90s that was a huge thing. Like before the movie came out, that was a big
so that was
deal.
like a known thing.
Yeah,
was it known?
That was an urban legend. So it was definitely
And I know, like, because we used to have Pop Rocks, and then we would not drink soda for like the whole day after having Pop Rocks. Like, no way, we're not having a soda. We've had Pop Rocks. Yeah, and so it was definitely like, no way. And I remember my brothers. It was like, dare you to, like.
Yeah, I don't really remember having Pop Rocks much as a kid. But I do remember watching this when it first came out, and that scene, and like not knowing about this whole legend of the Pop Rocks and soda. Was it known that Mikey died of Pop Rocks and soda? Was that like a thing? Do you guys remember?
I don't know if that was a thing or not.
I feel like I remember that, like, the Mikey kid, like that being
how he
part
died
of the story,
of
why, like,
why
don't
he doesn't
you know
do the commercials anymore.
Yeah, he died.
He does not like Pop Rocks and soda. Mikey doesn't like it. And so then we get all the deaths throughout the movie, all the people who die killed in the fashion of these different urban legends, and then we get the reveal, and I thought the motive as well of the killer was pretty cool, and how that connected to urban legends and why these deaths occurred in the way they did because of that whole motive. So I thought that connected well as well.
Yeah. Knowing, like, going back and rewatching movies like this, like knowing who the killer is, there's definitely things that like stand out to like, why didn't she do something like sooner? Because she was best friends with Natalie, who was in the car that, killed her boyfriend. There are so many scenes that they're just together alone that she could have killed her. Or like when she catches her and Jared Leto's character kissing, and she like makes a huge scene about it. It's like, you're planning on killing her anyway. Like, why do you care?
Yeah.
That's true. They're and that's kind of like a thing with these movies too, right? Like, why'd you have to go through all this trouble when you're just really just trying to kill this person? Like,
why just everyone else?
Well, because she was having fun with it. It makes her a star too, and
just getting in the newspaper and passed around the campus and stuff.
Yeah, and also it got her, it got the girl who she's planning on killing. It like was torturing her, like it was upsetting her, and all the people were connected to her, and so
so she was
it added drama and upset to her life.
Yeah. Got to torture the person you're going to kill before you actually kill him.
Yeah. I mean, she's been tortured all these years because of being, missing her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So.
But she wasn't even go after the ones that were actually driving the car. Like she wasn't even driving it when it happened. Like, did she already kill the other people involved in it? Or
wasn't the girl at the beginning? Wasn't the girl at the beginning? That's why she killed her. Wasn't she the one that was driving the car?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Was she actually driving it? Okay.
I think because it was just the two of them, wasn't it?
I think it was just
that were in the car.
Oh, okay.
And so
I thought there were
it was
more
a
people
friend
in the
that
car
was
than
driving it, and then it was her that was with her.
Mm. Oh, okay.
They were doing the whole game.
What my big question is why did she have to kill Tosh? She just didn't like her, or she wanted just another kill that was close to
Natalie.
Yeah.
It was literally in her dorm room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
that was pretty creepy.
That was a creepy scene with the whole lights.
Another cameo appearance for that one too. So many.
What's the cameo for that one?
Danielle Harris.
Danielle Harris.
She's from Jamie in the Halloween movies, and
you told me that.
She's also in the Rob Zombie movies too.
Yeah. So some of these urban legends I had not heard of, like having the lights on. Like I don't remember that being a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, aren't you glad you didn't turn on the lights?
Yeah, I had heard about that one.
I thought that was just a reference to because Tosh would keep saying "turn off the lights."
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
but all these clues are connected to
urban
legends. So I just didn't know. I'd never heard of that story.
I do remember that as being an urban legend. What I didn't like with the scene after that was how the cops and like the dean. I think the dean knew it wasn't a suicide, but they were like, "Oh yeah, it's a suicide."
Yeah,
like what? Like there's
because of who she was.
Yeah,
she was the goth chick,
Yeah, but it's like she's gonna write all this in blood before she like she's dying right there. Like she hears her, and then she's what were they? I don't know. It was just a weird. Like there's no way.
Write this on the wall first
in blood.
Yeah, in my blood.
Yeah,
write this weird. And then go lay down.
And then It's like, all right, do a little bit more work than that, guys. Come on.
So some of the other cameos, we got Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself. He's the teacher for the class that they're taking. At times, they kind of, they're kind of suspicious of him.
Yeah.
Being the killer, which was pretty cool. I liked that. Mm-hmm. He was just kind of creepy in general, anyways.
Yeah. He was like a jerk teacher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was more of like a side character than an actual cameo appearance.
Right, he
was
actually
in it. Like
a decent amount.
And then we got Brad Dourif, Chucky himself, in the beginning of the movie, as the store
gas attendant.
Yeah, gas attendant with the stutter. Which that part, like he knew. He like when he walked out to the car, like he was looking in the back seat, like he saw someone in there. You'd think that he would have just been like right then, like, let's go inside real quick, like not go inside himself and then come out and be like the credit card company's on the phone. Like that makes sense, but you see someone in the back seat right there. Like why go inside and then come back? Like just take her inside.
Well, and it's like it's like he went in already with this in his mind that he's going to pretend like he needs her to come in. Well, then you have a stutter. So that it's going to be hard for you to communicate this to her.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just write it down? Or write down a little note for her. So when you get her inside you can give her the note and she can read, "There's someone in your back seat."
Yeah.
Like, you could have avoided a lot of this.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are
Yeah.
ruining this movie for me.
Well,
This is
and
one of
then
my
it's
favorites.
like, then when he, when she is driving away, he does not struggle at all to
Yeah.
say,
Hey, he struggles for
"There's
the
someone
first
in
For
the
like a
back
second,
there."
and then
someone in the backseat.
yeah.
And like, yes, like his nerves are like down with her not being right in front of him, but
Mhm.
he gets that out perfectly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say the acting in that scene specifically is not the best. When she's like in the store with him, and she's like, like there's her yells and screams were pretty lame. It seemed very, I guess, very 90s.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, even the lead actress, she did okay.
Yeah.
I felt like she was kind of boring. Like
Yeah,
overall,
me too.
she wasn't a
Super
very
boring.
exciting character.
Yeah, I think that Brenda was fun.
Yeah, Brenda
and
was
she's an actress that I really like.
Yeah.
She has great facial expression,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
like, she's so beautiful and then can look so evil
good. Yeah,
all at the same time.
yeah,
like
she's got like
she's
crazy
got a
eyes.
great
She
look.
gets her eyes all bulged out of her head.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes.
She's got a
Yeah.
really great look.
Yeah, she did a good
So.
job, especially after she flips and the reveal and everything.
Yeah.
I was pretty convinced with her,
Yeah.
being crazy. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that was good.
I think she's a great
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
good
great
killer.
actress.
And the reveal being a woman is a little different for that time too.
Mhm.
A lot of times it's men, so this was different as well.
Yeah.
Well, this came out, I think, around the time Scream 2 was out. So,
Yeah.
or like a year after, and
Because
the
it was
mom
the
was the
older
killer in
woman.
that. But like, she was an adult though. Like, it's
Yeah.
she's she's supposed to be playing like early 20s,
Yeah.
and the mom was like had to have been in her 40s at that point. So like, there's definitely a maturity there.
Yeah.
That but yeah, so yeah, it was definitely different having a female be the lead killer.
Yeah.
Have a 20-year-old, have a younger female be the lead character.
Well, and one
or
of
killer.
the beautiful, the eye candy, like,
Mhm.
beautiful teens in the movie.
Yeah.
That,
Mhm.
yeah. Would you call Sarah Michelle Gellar a cameo?
Well, no, it wasn't Sarah Michelle Gellar.
What is her name?
Oh my gosh, what's her
Tara
name?
Reid.
Tara Reid. Yeah.
Tara
Would you
Reid.
call that a cameo?
No,
No, she was more of
A part?
supporting character. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, a cameo would be someone who's been in like other stuff before.
Well,
like
she was just in. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So, like the Robert England, like him being Freddy, being in this is a cameo, or having Chucky be in this is a cameo, or even having Jamie from the Halloween movies be a cameo. But Tara Reid, that's more of like she's just an actress in this movie, because I don't think she was really. This came out like before American Pie, I think, and like the movies that really like made her big. Got her.
Wasn't she okay? So she wasn't in. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
No, that's Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No, so I just get them mixed up, or like combined.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking she was.
They kind of look similar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was thinking, like, oh, this was another one that was like, oh, she was just in,
right?
Because they came out real close together.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, Scream 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Scream. Yeah, she's in Scream 2, along with Rebecca Gayheart. Brenda is in that movie too.
Brenda's in Scream 2 for a second.
Yes.
Yeah. and the Dawson's Creek guy is in
Pacey.
Scream 2.
Well,
Also.
that's what I know him as.
Yeah, the one that's in this movie.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that's funny because didn't I know you did Last Summer and Urban Legends come out like right by each other?
Yeah, I think I know you did Last Summer was 97, I
Mhm.
believe.
Mhm.
So
So
this
just the
98,
year after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
99
So-
was Scream 2. So yeah, it was really back to back.
I still know it was, I think, 98 also.
Yeah. Yeah, I think,
But
well, no, maybe Scream 2 was 97. I don't know.
I think it was
They were all-
97
Anyway.
because Scream was
Yeah.
90. Yeah, they were. It's all within
Yeah,
3
within a
years.
couple of years.
Like all those movies came out between 96 and like 98. But yeah,
This was always a favorite of mine for those movies. Not a fun fact, but a fact about Brenda, that actress. What's her name?
Rebecca Gayheart.
Yeah, she actually killed somebody in a like a manslaughter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Driving. She hit somebody.
Oh,
Oh
interesting.
wow.
Yeah.
Before
Jeez.
this movie or after?
After.
Yeah.
Man.
I think I want to
Wow.
say it was a child that she hit, and because I was looking her up because I was like, I remember her back in these times, but I feel like I haven't seen her in anything.
Yeah, and you would have thought that she would get more parts.
Yeah, and I think I don't know when that happened. I don't remember, but I know she that might have affected her career.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, she's coming back, so
yeah.
At least
so it's just an
whenever that one comes
ironic
out.
kind of situation with what the motive is of the killer
Yeah.
in this movie.
Yeah,
Her being the killer, and then actually kind of playing it out in real life a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah, that is
eerie.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not a fun fact. That definitely is a fact.
But a fact.
Quite a fact. An interesting fact.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
A little trivia for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kills were cool. So we got the backseat kill. We got the boyfriend on the hanging from the tree.
Yeah.
That kill was cool, especially because she drives off and that's hangs him.
Mm-hmm.
The aren't you glad you didn't turn on the lights? Kill. We've got the
dog in the microwave.
The dog in the microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these kills are creative. They're different than just like stabs or hooks.
Yeah.
So I did appreciate that this was a little more creative. But you guys are definitely ruining the like with the logic stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of hurting my feelings. I still think this movie is awesome. I don't care.
No, I do like it. It's definitely got that like 90s fun fun to it, which I do enjoy. It's definitely, I would put this one, it's definitely, I think it is more fun than I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I think The Faculty might be slightly more entertaining than this one. But
we got to review that one.
We do. We gotta take care of all of these like 90s.
Yeah, we might as well.
movies.
I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of the only one left.
I mean,
Urban Legends 2, I guess.
That's like 2000.
Well, what about
so
Final Destination?
That's 2000. And we'll get to those too, because the 6th one's coming out at some point. But I would consider like the Halloween H2O in that category too, and like Bride of Chucky, because that's kind of, it was all in those same years. So I think Bride of Chucky will be the last one that we end up getting to.
Yeah.
If we get to it at some point, I don't know.
We'll probably do the Chucky series at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to do the
Chucky
series.
Yeah. We won't just do that one.
Yeah.
Randomly.
No, we wouldn't just randomly do Bride of Chucky. Like the
but as far as
in the franchise.
Yeah. As far as the like whodunit slasher, I think the Faculty is the
last one of those. Yeah.
This period. So that would be a good one to do. And yeah, I mean, there isn't too much more to say about this movie. I mean, it's just a fun slasher.
Yeah, and the thing is, with the logic and everything, that's the whole thing about 90s movies, though, is like they're just fun. They're just fun. They're not meant to be taken too seriously. And
especially this one. It has the like little Easter eggs in there that you can like laugh with.
Exactly. Like, oh my gosh, the fun of it, the Dawson's Creek and the turn around, like
which was created. Was created by Kevin Williamson, which I think he's a big reason why these 90s movies are so much fun, because he's like the writer of like all of these movies.
Okay. He's got a good personality.
The writer of the Scream movies, and I think The Faculty, and I think not this one, but he did create Dawson's Creek also, so it was
nice.
also in that 90s little little teens, not
he did a lot of work.
Horror show, but he had a lot of work in the 90s. But yeah, he's definitely a big reason why these movies are a lot of fun. Just like silly, dumb 90s horror, like, you don't take them too seriously. It's just, they're just fun little movies.
And trying to guess who the killer is and trying to all that is always fun. And I don't know, I don't remember being able to predict it for this one back when I first saw it. So I mean, I was 11. So I don't remember if I was able to predict it, even if I would have been able to. But I think it's not like super obvious that it's her.
Yeah,
they really make you think that it's going to be Jared Leto's character, like for most of the movie.
And then the like janitor, and then the the teacher, and so it kind of puts you in different directions as to who the killer
even
could be.
Pacey, like you're kind of like, well, I mean, you're kind of like annoyed with him.
He's like the second, third one dead.
But before he does, you're like wondering. Because it was like, why is he taking her out all of a sudden? Because they weren't dating or anything. So it was like, why is he all of a sudden wanting to take her out and take her to this like this creepy area and everything?
And that's kind of the fun of these movies too, is it's like, oh, they're trying to get us to think this, but I think there's too much time left in the movie. It can't be him. So and that's kind of like the cliche and stuff in these movies that don't get old to me. So okay, well, let's rate it and see what you guys think. Let's go with Katrina first.
Oh, okay. I will give this 84.
All right, cool. Joel?
I should have looked ahead of time, because I did say this was better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I don't remember what I gave that one. I had all my ratings written down for a reason, and I didn't even use it. I am going to give this one, I was thinking also an 84. Between 83 and 84. I'll give this one, I'll say 84 also. Because I don't think I gave this one, or I Know What You Did Last Summer.
No, I don't think you gave it that high.
I don't know.
I think both of us were kind of like, we used to like that movie. It was really fun, but
I actually like the sequel more than that one.
Okay, I'm gonna go 87. I like this movie, so it's a lot of fun. I don't own it, but will need to. And I want to watch I never watched the third one.
I don't think I did have
Bloody
either.
Mary, I think
it's it's like, I think it's Urban Legend Bloody Mary.
I think that was like a straight to DVD movie. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I do remember seeing Urban Legends 2 Final Cut.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember not being too impressed with it back when it first came out. But I don't think I've seen it since. So
yeah. I think I've only seen it once, maybe twice, but yeah, it's been years. So those might be fun to review, maybe together. I don't know if each of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Each of them deserve an entire episode.
But especially like if this new one's, I know that this was announced Urban Legend like a couple of years ago, wasn't it? Announced that it was going to be
something like that
made, and now it's back kind of in the
I don't know
years.
I don't know if we had like anyone attached to it back then, and we have at least Brenda coming back.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know about anyone else though.
Okay. But I hope it gets made. That would be a lot of fun.
I do too. That would be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's our review for Urban Legend. And look out for some of the newer movies coming out. We're going to have to do The Nun pretty soon. The Nun 2 comes out.
Nun 2 comes out in September. Yep.
So we'll be doing that one eventually. And let us know if you want us to do any specific movies, like older ones.
Yeah, this was a request, right?
Yeah, this was.
This was a request as well. So, yeah, shoot us a message on Instagram.
Who requested this one? Do we...
Oh, man, you're going to put me on the spot.
Well, we want to make sure that...
I want to say Nicole.
Nicole, yes, that is her name. Nicole, this one is for you.
Yep.
I didn't mention it because I couldn't remember the name. So
yeah, well, I want to make sure that, she gets...
Yes.
Pointed out.
Same one who she also had requested Carrie.
Yes.
Carrie,
when we did Carrie. So
yeah,
we've given the shots out. And we definitely enjoy having, hearing from fans about what they want to see and what they want us to do, because it's kind of fun to know, like, oh yeah, we haven't even done that and I love that movie. And
there's a lot of movies out there. So we might not think of some of them. So let us know if you have any requests for us to review. Once October comes around, we're gonna have a good amount of movies to do during that month.
There's that one. It's gonna. I think it's actually called Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
that's that Eli Roth movie,
a slasher.
So we're gonna get a Thanksgiving slasher. So
and I think there's what's
I don't know if there's a Christmas movie coming out.
Yeah, there is.
There is
with Justin Long.
Oh yeah.
So there's a couple.
Yeah.
We'll see if Maxine comes out. We'll see if The Strangers come out.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either.
Yeah. I would imagine that Maxine would have been announced by now.
It probably would have been,
be coming out this year. So
well, I mean, there's also a writer's strike going on, so I don't know, and the actor's strike. So if they are making it, they would have had to have already been like in post-production already. So.
I'm pretty sure that it wrapped filming.
Did it?
Back, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I could be wrong though. But yeah, anyways, besides October, there isn't a ton of movies that we know of that are must reviews. So let us know if there's anything you want us to review, and we will get to it.
Yes.
We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, not Twitter, X. So you can find us on all
X, go give it to you.
All right. That is it.
This has been Scare Talk.
Sleep tight.
Don't let Brenda bite.